Welcome to Shop Talk. We're here in Milwaukee's River West neighborhood in our shop where we fabricate things for your job to answer your questions. People ask us all the time, how many employees do we have? We're sitting here in our shop. We're capable of fabricating things here to bring them to your job site. We have carpenters on staff. We have project managers on staff. We have accountants on staff. Our main initiative is quality, and quality drives everything. If we can add more employees to do more things in-house, I'm going to do that. But if we can't do it in-house, I'm going to subcontract it to the best person that I know in our market. This is someone I've been working with many times for our entire careers, which is over 20 years. So people ask about our process. There are different tiers. So your first interaction will be with someone at a high level who will talk to you about your budget and the project scope. And then once it's decided upon that you want to use our firm, we will assign you a project manager who will be the person that organizes the schedule and the day-to-day operations on your job site. So that person will be checking in with you. He or she will be your point of contact, and they will guide you through the project, keep you up to date on what's going on, organize our employees and subcontractors, document the process, and get you involved if there are any sort of issues that they can't problem solve on their own. Some people ask about our payment structure, and our payment structure is very simple. We have a retainer that is refundable against the project price, and that retainer includes all of the pre-construction work. Most people in their jobs wouldn't work for free. We don't either. That includes being your advocate when it comes to making sure you're on budget, making sure the project fits in your timeline, and that the materials and construction methods are buildable in our climate based on the scope that we're given. Most projects are in 4 draws. There'll be a down payment and then progress draws along the way. Some jobs that are huge will have more than that just for fairness and cash flow issues on both ends. Some people ask if they should move out during their project. The answer is, it makes our job easier, but oftentimes you don't have to. We have additions where we build the addition, and if it's not interrupting any part of the house, oftentimes we can set up an external staircase and then just break through at the end of the project, and there's very minimal interruption to your daily life. Sometimes we're doing a kitchen. We'll set you up a temporary kitchen in your basement if you want. Let a project manager know before the job starts, and we'll make sure that we budget for that time and setting that up for you. We do have all sorts of equipment that we're happy to loan you. Realistically, most of our projects are pretty large, and a lot of our clients don't want to live through those. Do we build all year round? Of course we do. We're a hardy group of men and women. We are working every day that is possible on your job site, and that's what sets us apart from other companies, is that if there's something that can be done on your job site that day, we have someone there. We don't start a bunch of jobs to get a bunch of down payments for cash flow reasons. We are on your job every moment that we can be. The times when you won't see us on your job is often when floors are curing, and sometimes around the granite or marble templating period of the project when there is some delay and we are waiting on the stone. But other than that, we're there every day. Can or should the owner perform any of the work? No, you shouldn't. You're probably not good at it. If you want to demo your house, go at it. You're probably going to hurt yourself. You're probably not going to wear the right personal protective equipment. Please watch out for contaminants, environmental contaminants. But if you want to do that, that's fine. We don't want you to do anything else because it's in our way. We can't warranty anything after there's been someone else working on it. And frankly, it slows us down. And we want your project finished on time and on budget every time. And that variable is just not something that we're comfortable working with. What's a change order? Oh, the nasty C word. We hate them just as much as you do. There are some construction firms that will bid a very low price and then say, oh, this wasn't included. Well, with us, you're gonna get a 40-page novel, basically, that you have to read through that has everything specified, oftentimes down to the fasteners. you don't have to worry about change orders for a profit center for us. Many of the change orders that could be issued are not issued because it just slows us down. But there are times when we do demolition, because we are working in a lot of remodeling, that there is something really sketchy behind the wall, and we can't account for that and can't preempt that. And there is the need for us to issue a change order, and that change order will include the scope, the difference in price, and how much time it's going to add to the project. And what's so great and what protects the customer and differentiates us from our competitors is that there's a fixed markup on the change order. It's run with open books, and that is prescribed in the contract. So you don't have to worry that you're going to be, caught and there's going to be a change order for some unknown amount of money. If there genuinely is a problem, or if you want to make a change, it's at a prescribed amount. Please don't make the change if you can avoid it, because it slows us down and it throws off our entire schedule, which we have planned down to the day. But if there is a problem, we will let you know and treat you fairly. When is a permit required? Pretty much always. There are very minor projects that don't require permitting. We do painting and finishing in-house. That wouldn't require a permit. Decks and structures outside in some municipalities that are not connected to the house would not require a permit. Everything we do is permitted. We have great relationships with all of the municipalities, and most of the inspectors know us as the finest craftsmanship that people can buy. What should you look for when picking a construction company? What you should look for when picking a construction company is something that has been a question that we've been solving for almost 25 years. We've made every effort to make it as easy to work with us as possible. So our differentiators are, we are not design build. No great designer that I can think of in our market works at a design build company. They're all independent or work at a large shop. We are build only, which means that you are not captive to us as a builder. If you don't like us at any point during our relationship, you can sever those ties. Obviously not during the construction project, but during the pre-construction process. If you're not comfortable with us, we both walk away. We work from a beautiful office where you can come and knock on the door any day you want. Come and have LaCroix with us. We believe that having a physical presence and a beautiful space to work in not only makes our project managers more effective, but also reassures the client that this is our profession. Count the number of signs we have. We're working for your neighbors. Ask them about us. Look at the cleanliness in our job sites. There are 3 things, they say, that you can pick in construction: speed, quality, and cost. And you can pick 2 of them. We aim to do a highest quality work at a fair price and on a timely schedule. How involved is the owner in the design and the decision process? Well, I don't know, that's up to you. We're not design build. We can give you suggestions for architects and interior designers, but we are usually retained as your advocate, your budget advocate, and your timeline advocate, and you can be involved as you want. I would say before our first meeting, you should have an idea of your budget, having talked with your spouse. If you're in a situation where you are budgeting a certain amount, make sure you've talked to your financial advisor about making that capital liquid. As far as the design process is concerned, we are involved strictly from a budgetary perspective. People ask us about maintaining their project after completion. Most of our warranty issues come from issues with cleaning products, and we do recommend that people not use any harsh chemicals in their house on any of the surfaces, because most of them are very temperamental. If you want products that are not temperamental, let your interior designer know, and we can work with them to find products like, let's say, engineered quartz versus marble. But at the end of your project, we are going to give you a little cleaning basket that includes all of the products that you would need to maintain your house. Last year, we had a lady who was convinced that we had installed her shower wrong. She was using a shampoo with, I think it's called a fixer in it, and it permeated the grout and turned her grout purple in her white shower. So you do need to be cognizant that the products that you use are potentially going to impact the finishes in your house. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. But most of the stuff in your house should be wiped down with a wet rag, frankly. Let's talk about insurance for a second here. So when you're dealing with an architect and an interior designer and an engineer, you should always be asking them about general liability, obviously, which everyone should have, but also errors and omissions. That is an insurance that protects you and them if they make an error in their design. People ask us what kind of insurance we hold. Happy to send you a certificate before your job starts, which is probably a good idea. I believe that's also part of our packet that we give you when we do estimate the project. But that includes general liability, workman's comp, owned auto, and every other policy you could possibly imagine. What you need to ask other builders is not about their insurance, it's about the subcontractor's insurance, because if they don't have workman's comp, that can be a huge issue. Even individuals who do not have any employees will have workman's comp who work for us, where they're exempt themselves, but you do need to check with any prospective builder that everyone walking on the job site is fully insured, and that includes workman's comp. That's one of the easiest ways for someone to beat us on price is not to have the right insurance, and we just won't work without the right insurance. It's just not worth the risk. Can I supply my own fixtures? The answer is not if you want a warranty. I can't tell you the number of the times, especially with plumbing fixtures, that they're not there on time, they don't meet US code, and it ends up being a huge problem. And it ends up costing more because we have to charge you back for the plumber coming back. We're pretty easy people to work with, but we do encourage you to have a professional interior designer who does supply or work with the supply houses that we do to provide the products on time, stage them properly. It's just, you're not really saving anything and you're losing a warranty. We have a question here about how your property is going to be protected during the process. That's what sets us apart. I think that our dust protection is second to none. Our floor protection is second to none. We're using HEPA vacuums when we're in your job site cleaning up, oftentimes attached to the tools. When there is dust in the air, we are using HEPA air scrubbers that either eject the air or have recirculation filters. We can also work with you if the project is affecting the entire space to give you some names of some subcontractors you could use to have your property boxed and relocated during the project. This is Jeff. This has been Shop Talk. Follow us, subscribe, call us for your next project. We'll see you next time.